Hello and welcome back to my eternal torment. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Eric. And for those of you who do know me, hey, how's it going? I miss you. So in case you're not aware, I'm a fucking moron and I like to do stupid things. And one of those stupid things just so happened to be this challenge called the Paqui Hot Chip Challenge. It works like this. Once a year, Paqui releases this extremely hot chip. It comes in a box. Actually, it comes in this box. It's called the One Chip Challenge, and it's designed like this to let you know that they're not fucking around. This is something that I did not fully understand coming in. See, I consider myself to be a little bit of a spice lord, if you will. I've seen people do these challenges online. It didn't seem like that big of a deal, and I like challenging myself with hotter types of hot sauce and peppers and all sorts of stuff. So naturally, when I saw this in some random spot in a grocery store, I said, please, yes, sign me up. Finally, I can ascend to the next level. Because I've had people challenge me before, people who thought that I couldn't handle a little heat. You know, coming home with a habanero from Publix saying, you won't eat this. It's like, yes, I will. And I did. And it was great. And I had a good time. So I decided, foolishly, to take this challenge. And I thought it would be no big deal. If anything, a little bit of stomach pain, a little bit of discomfort that day, but who cares? I've done this before. It doesn't matter. I was wrong. Unfortunately, before I did this challenge, I had never heard of this going wrong in any way, shape, or form for anybody. It's just a little bit uncomfortable. You can get over it. Until 2 days after doing this challenge and going through what I'm about to tell you, I saw Mr. GG's video where he tried this challenge. And it didn't go well for him either. I don't know if this is a 2021 specific problem, but I'm just going to say this one was a little bit over the top. In the footage I'm about to show you, you're going to see exactly how bad this got. Now, it wasn't terrible. Let's just say I didn't have time to grab the camera for most of what was going on, but I do have some thrilling testimonials and the footage of when I actually tried the chip, which naturally, as a man with no friends, I did with my dad. Now, pretty much the entire time I was getting ready to do this challenge, my dad consistently told me the same thing. Don't do it. But I persisted anyway. I was really intent on doing this. I thought it was going to be a fun time. I thought, what's the worst that could happen?
I know this thing has gloves in it and all sorts of other shit. And I'm not sure if I should do it just because it's part of the experience, or I should not because I'm an adult and I know not to touch my eyes. You versus you, a mere mortal who thinks they have what it takes, versus the Reaper, one otherworldly demon fueled by the hottest peppers known to man. Eat the chip, wait as long as you can before drinking or eating anything. 5 minutes powerless. That's not necessarily true. I could just buy this and then lie. Oh, you're not gonna smell it?
I don't think so.
Oh my god. That smells rancid. It smells disgusting. Oh, this is fitting background music. I didn't realize how afraid of this I was gonna be. I don't want to put this in my mouth.
You shouldn't.
I'm gonna.
You might notice there's a certain look in my eye when I'm staring at this chip, a look of fear. And in hindsight, that was probably instinctual. You know, my body probably knew that this was going to be more of a problem than my brain did, but I was just so confident. So I said, fuck it, we're going in. Let's do this.
Best not puking on my table.
Oh, okay. Holy shit. Wow.
Sweating.
This guy live in Florida. I can't stop salivating. And that's making it like 100 times worse. It's going to be in pain. But standing up, like, spread it all around my insides. I can feel it going down.
Ew.
I'm definitely not waiting as long as possible. Like, I knew I was going to wait for a while, but as long as possible, fuck you. No shot. Well, the challenge is to wait as long as possible.
To do what?
To drink milk
Oh.
or some other form of relief. Water, bread. You know, I genuinely like this kind of stuff. But there's a point at which, now I understand, there's a point at which it stops being fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is not fun.
I suspect you'll be struggling tomorrow a little bit.
I got my milk. Although I have less of it thanks to fucking Nima. Just gotta stay cool and breathe. Although it really is, the longer you go, the more it's just like, I don't need the milk. I could go home without taking a sip of the milk. I won't, but I could. I'm gonna pet you with one hand, because the other hand is poison. It's poison. Does my breath smell like shit? Yeah, she's running away. You know what it was? That tasted angry. Somebody got real hurt and decided to make these. Although we'll see. I don't know. I feel fine.
For now.
For now, yeah. Part of me wants to wait it out. Just as like a pride thing. But the other part of me, like, I know I feel fine now. Like, I know I could just sit here for an hour and not drink anything. But we have things to do. You need to sleep. You need to get the fuck out of your house.
And that was it. Just like I said in the video, the feeling went away. My mouth was okay. It wasn't that big of a deal. It's all over. Why would I worry about something like this? Why would I be concerned? Why would I think it's a big issue? It was easy. It's eating something hot. No worse than the hot and spicy Cheez-Its at Publix.
Okay.
Now, if you noticed there, I knew something went wrong. The second I took a sip of that milk, I felt something shift in a very, very bad way. At that point, I realized something was wrong. I had to get up from the couch. I basically ran to the bathroom, or what you could approximate as running. Also, this is an aside, but if anyone knows what my dad is saying here, please tell me. I've been trying to read his lips for like a half an hour, and I cannot figure it out for the life of me. So the rest of the footage from this point on is kind of nothing, because I am halfway across the house in the bathroom. And let me just tell you what happened when I went in the bathroom. Don't worry. It's not that bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's not gonna ruin your dinner. For a while, I just stood there, my hands on my knees. You know, I sort of looked like a shortstop in baseball. If that shortstop was terrified that he was gonna throw up the hottest chip on the fucking planet. At this point, I started sweating to the point that there was a droplet of sweat coming out of my hair every second. My shirt got soaked. I've never had this sort of chemical reaction in my body before, apart from, you know, maybe having that 103-degree fever that I had when I was a child. That's it. At some point, I decided to get in the shower because that felt like the safest place to be, despite the fact that I didn't even have the strength to shut the bathroom door. But I was too scared that shit was about to go very sideways. At some point, I actually did call out to my old man, which you can hear in the video. But to be honest, that was just to ask him to put the milk away on the table, which he already took care of thanks to those inquisitive kittens over there. And that was that. Got out of the shower. I was okay. It was time for me to leave. Time for me to go home. Stop bothering my old man on a weeknight. But the real fun starts when I get to the house. See, I had some stomach pains still when I got back to my place. I pretty much just laid down and prayed, hoped that it would go away. But it didn't go away. And at some point I thought, I'm gonna have some Tums. Yeah, Tums are going to fix this. Tums are going to solve my problem. They're going to make my stomach feel better. And that way I can get through tonight. I can fall asleep and hopefully wake up tomorrow feeling better. The problem being that those same Tums caused me to throw up about 30 seconds after I ate them. And I wish I could say that, yes, throwing up made my stomach pain go away. And that means it was the end of my problems and I went to sleep and it was all over. And it did make my stomach pain go away. But it wasn't over. Now I have to explain something that I call the fun button. The fun button was this phenomenon that I discovered. See, the first time throwing up made my stomach feel better pretty quickly. Unfortunately, it also unlocked something in my throat, that thing being the fun button, where if I would, like sneeze or cough too hard, clear my throat wrong, I would, within 5 seconds, guaranteed end up throwing up. And if I didn't throw up, I'd dry heave. And I had exactly 5 seconds to get myself from this spot to, I want to say 10 feet that way. Or else I was going to be painting the walls. There was a lot of gagging. There was a lot of screaming. I'm shocked that I didn't wake up not only my roommate, but the neighbors. I mean, you can just imagine. It's silence. It's silent. It's 2:00 in the morning. Of course it's quiet. And then, out of nowhere, as if from a faraway land that's one room away, you hear. To be honest, I can't fucking believe he slept through it. But at some point during all that distress, I started recording videos. I'll play those for you now.
What's good, demons? It's your boy. It is now 12:52 in the morning. Just got done in the shower because that's the only place that I could reliably stay. Luckily, I was able to get some Tums down, so my stomach is no longer falling apart. Unfortunately, in the process of throwing up, I unlocked some sort of secret level where
there's something wrong with my throat now. And if I sneeze or I cough the wrong way, like I almost just did. Anyway, if I unlock X Games mode with my throat, I automatically throw up now. I have to be constantly careful and keep the doors constantly open just in case I have to utilize the 5 seconds that I have, because I flipped a hidden switch. I've accessed a new power in my throat. So yeah, what's going on? It's now 2 o'clock. I've pressed the fun button about like 4 times now, I want to say. Although recently it's been mostly dry heaving and I haven't been throwing up anymore, so that's better. I've found that I can use this as well as this to keep the pain and the fun button away. And yeah, who knows, maybe if it continues to go well and I keep on drinking this, I'll be able to sleep tonight. Hopefully, last update, it is 3:32. I have mostly staved off the issue with my throat, and in a second I'm going to try to eat something, just a sandwich, and see if I can keep it down, and hopefully it'll help ease the stress on my throat, and I'll be able to sleep without fear that I'll just wake up and start heaving in my bed. So hopefully this is the end of our journey. Never fucking doing this again. So yeah, that was my experience with the Paqui Hot Chip Challenge. It was terrible. Like I said, not doing it again. It made me reconsider everything I thought about spice challenges. I'll still probably try the ghost pepper, but this time I think I'm going to move up a little bit more slowly, because going from habanero to hot chip was a big mistake. I guess the reason I made this video is because prior to that Mr. GG video, 2 days later, I hadn't seen anything or anyone saying that this could go so very wrong. And as somebody who still has a throat problem, leftover damage from pressing the fun button so many times, I think it's safe to say that you should at least consider how wrong this type of challenge can go, because I didn't. I never thought this could happen, and that's why I'm making this video like a warning to people as dumb as me. Thanks for watching.